Hey guys, welcome back. We got some progress done in the car. So I told you guys, if you watched the last video or where we're at, this is what the Charger started as, complete Hulk. It has a lot of brand new fresh metal, and it is a 1970 Charger 500 that we purchased. And obviously, this is where we're at now. We're trying to get the body panels to the extent of ready for paint. The color code on this car is Alpine White originally. We're going with Panther Pink because it's what my 6-year-old daughter wants. So that's what we're gonna do. We've got the engine bay painted for the one purpose of putting in the 318, the 727. Wanted that painted, wanted it good to go. We got it. We're there. There's an issue with the tire on that side, not sure why. But we are going to throw the 318 in here. We got the motor mounts figured out. Any of you guys actually dealing with putting a 318 in a B-body or anything, Transdapt on Summit Racing says this 4701 will fit. It does not fit. So you have to cut the driver's side mount, make it a little clam, bring it in, weld it back together. The passenger side is the same. You don't have to cut that one. Just the driver's side. The 318's wider and the 340, 360 is smaller. Now Summit Racing does say this is an exact fit drop-in. It is not. But enough of me rambling. I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod and we're gonna throw this engine in and do the best we can. We don't have a transmission adapter, but we're gonna deal with it as we go. So let's get this put in here and let's see what we can do. Hey guys, we're gonna try take 3 of putting this engine in this car. As you can see, the hood's off this time. We're done messing around. I hope we don't break another transmission tail shaft snout because it leaked oil everywhere. But let's try again, hood off, back to the tilt. And we can get it in the air just that fast. Alright guys, we got the back of the transmission jacked up just a little. We're going to try to tilt the engine out a little as well. We're going to reposition you guys. I don't know how much we're getting on camera. Let's go check on the transmission quick. Sounded terrible. Hit something. Alright guys, I see my issue. I think it's my issue. I'm not even 100%. The motor mounts are on and they won't slide up and over into the K-member, so we're going to try to take them off real quick. See if maybe that'll free up a little bit of room. I'm not sure if it will, but we're going to give it a go. Here's the tricky one. Alright guys, we're going to cut back in. We got this motor mount because it's going to take me a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. So I tried to put the engine mounts in on the car with the puck on the K-frame and the little earlet outlet on the engine. The eyelets hung down too low, transmission couldn't come up enough in the transmission tunnel, so I had to actually take the mount off the engine, take the mount off the K-frame, put the engine where it needed to be, then slid it in, tightened it all up. Big thing with the 318 or just B-bodies in general, the section actually has to be bolted to the engine mount for the first part of the actual motor mount. So a I'll show you a picture. I'm not really good on explaining it. Other than that, we made a transmission mount. I don't want you to see it. It's terrible. We have a transmission mount. We measured a drive shaft. We need about 54.5 to 54, maybe 53.5. Real loose measurement from the saddle perch up to the exact rear, exact definition of the back of the transmission tail shaft. But we're gonna hopefully have the engine running soon. Not really showing you guys a whole lot of the bodywork because it's the same stuff over. I took that door off. It had an issue with the gap right here. If anyone's actually gonna build these cars, get the hood gap, because the hood gap comes from pressing this section out or pushing it in. That actually directly affects the gap right there for some reason on these cars. The door gap was perfect. I had to weld in some stuff to make it perfect. I just had to buzz the entire side of the door, re-weld it up, put new filler on for a little bit of filler, and I just primed it so the door's right there. The front dress of the engine needed some painting, so we're painting that. That's about all for this, you guys. The next thing you guys are probably gonna see is either the engine running or me painting the charger. Because we're not showing you a whole lot of the bodywork just because you don't need to see that. But as the big ifs out on the car, this is a Panther pink charger, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get back to work and see what else we can accomplish. Have a good one. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna throw the brakes together because I'm getting antsy with driving the car. It's not painted yet. We're still doing some sanding, fixing the door that we took off earlier, but the engine's in, transmission's in, they're both mounted up. Should have seen that just before this, but we're gonna throw the brakes together. Now, in my rush, there's a little pin that holds on a section of the brake, parking brake, that's supposed to go into these brake drums. It doesn't fit, so what we're doing is just strictly brakes, no parking brakes or anything like that on the car right now, just because we don't have the right hardware. But I want the brakes on. When I get them on, I can do some other stuff, but the whole thing for today is to get everything plumbed and ready to go. But we have all our stuff set out, so we're gonna throw our brakes together with you guys watching. So, put on some light. One thing with the kit on Dodges, at least that I've noticed, is you can order kits that say they fit and they never do. What we're using right now is a Bestos. And I am actually using brake tools because I have them. Most people just grab a vice grip. I prefer the tool, so that's what we're using. Then get that one on. Big thing, make sure you're getting your brake in your wheel cylinder section there. One thing with the wheel cylinders, I thought they would give you the bolts and the little armatures off them. They did not. The armatures are actually having to be purchased extra, and I just grabbed some bolts off the shelf, so take another go at this. Got all that good. Set that hardware over there. That's for our other section. I'm actually missing one piece of hardware that we'll have to go get. You guys hang tight, I'll be right back. So we're back. Section I was missing. I didn't have any of the brake hardware for this car, so I found it easier to just order everything that I needed. The only thing at least I couldn't find is these little tab sections. All they're doing is the brake rads on a center section. That flat piece just keeps them back there. So you push that back, center that up. Simple as that, guys. We are set up on the rear. We're not going to adjust them right now, but I know for a fact they have to come a few back. When you actually get these, you should put something in here like never sees. That way they don't get rusted on or anything. And I have a one-wheel peel car. I must have put the wrong center section in when we were in a rush. So that's the rear brake, just so you guys can have a look. Without any actual parking brake hardware, which is a bar that goes through here, and then a little section down here that attaches to a spring and a chain for self-adjustment, and a bar that hits in right here. We are not doing any of that, so I will order it, the parts that are needed, and we'll come back to that. But for now, that's brakes on the car. Also comes with these. Just throw them in. We'll bring you guys back when we go to the front. We're just gonna throw those together on camera as well, and then we will figure out what we're gonna do. Real quick, just a word for the wise. Don't have drum brakes, but if you do, this wheel cylinder in the front here is miserable to get in because you have that right behind it. The actual spindle assembly, so if you can put this on while the plate's off, you have the whole thing taken apart. I didn't. Or you probably have to loosen up the bolts around here in the back to get the plate out a little, to get them in there and tight. I played around with them, got them all tight and ready to go. We were brake line on, we stuffed an earplug in it, let it swell up. But what we're gonna do is just finish up this front. Now just remember, when you change your old ones, take those off. If you don't, you'll end up like me, where you actually had to go then buy some, which they are for sale. Took me weeks to get mine, and that's the part that actually upset me, was just how long it took to get the stuff in. Another thing with drums, bigger pad to the rear. These seem to all be the same size, so I don't have to worry about that. Slivers from these brakes suck. So you're gonna stick the long one in there. welcome back. So we got the brakes done. Camera battery died. Got the tires on. We did some little things, put the steering wheel back in because we're gonna garbage bag it when we go to paint. Adjusted the tie rods a little bit. Steering box is in. A few little things now. I think we're gonna end it for whatever video this is. It might be pretty short, just a few things. Next video, hopefully we'll be really rolling and flying on some stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do a bunch of busy work underneath the car because I welded a ton in the floor and on the rails. So I have a lot of cleanup to do. So I'm gonna do that, hang a few brake lines, see if we can get something going. Don't have a lift, so it's really hard to get you guys in there. So hope you guys enjoyed what we did. Got the engine in, engine bay painted. We got kind of the front end together. We tightened up all the tie rods, all the bolts for that. We got to put cotter keys in them still, but we got brakes, got a drive line, need brake lines and a fuel line, and we're pretty much ready good to go on driving it. So maybe I'll finish up the back of the car, put the fuel tank in, some little odds and ends that I really can't bring you along for because we don't have the lift right now, and I really can't get the car much higher than what it is. So hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. Might be a little bit of a break in between the videos for a while just because we need to finish up the paint, and I'm not gonna bring you guys along for all the filler work, sanding and all that. But hopefully we'll have it painted here soon, and just go from there, see how we do. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.